session 14.1 of Defense on Ceres. Today, Domino's Pizza has his seeking.
Indeed. Indeed, I do. It's my time to suffer.
Indeed. We'll see how you will like certain situations. But yes, you wake up uh, in your nice little home. It seems your sister is kind of trying to wake you up, and you smell some cooking, presumably from the kitchen. Smells like your mom's cooking. And you hear your sister's voice. Wake up, wake up. It's time for your great trial.
Just gonna turn around one more time and then like wait 3 seconds. I just sigh and just jump up, trying to get some energy going.
Finally, you finally awake. And yeah, she tries to hang on to you with her like spider legs. Come on, carry me to the kitchen.
Of course I
Mom,
will. I just pick her up.
mom's making your favorite food. So you're ready for the trial.
Start in morning. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, as I pick her up.
Yeah, you would know that the trial is supposed to be at least as far as the rumors go, like pretty brutal, and some of the other uh, you know people that want to become warriors were kind of worried, when you were together and doing training.
You taking Israel for their own trials?
I didn't catch that.
Were they worried about their own trials or for mine?
About the trial in general, but yeah, their own trials were they were the most worried about.
Not, they just don't know their own capabilities well enough. The
Ah,
first step of overcoming any challenge is believing that you can. The second step is covering yourself with oil.
do you say it out loud?
Yes, except for the oil part. It's
Ah,
silly that you need to cover yourself by.
your sister gives you a big smile and a nice kiss.
Could give her a tight hug. And just give pats.
All right.
You should join us for food though. You need
Yeah.
to eat well to grow up well.
Yeah, there you go. Once you arrive in the kitchen, your mom comes comes with like a with like your food. What would you prefer?
What time is it roughly?
Well, it's like hard, like it's early in the morning, I guess. Early-ish.
All right. So for foods in the morning, I don't know personally, right? What I'd really enjoy and what I'd truly crave at the moment would be bread with chicken in between it, with lots of salads and a little bit of cheese. Good, nice, good old sandwich.
All right. Your mother comes out with sandwiches, and you you smell the heated cheese and the baked meat on it.
Oh, delicious, delicious. Just smile at my mother as I see her, bringing them up. Good morning, mum.
Yeah, today's your great day, isn't it?
Indeed, the first of many great days that will be had. I say with a smile on my face.
She smiles back. Oh, that would be so great. The chieftain also is excited about the prospects of you. You are one of the promising ones.
It's such an honor to carry on our family legacy and make you proud. And I just look over to my mother and also you as I look over at my sister. It's for those like it's for the people I care about, like you two, that want to do this for.
Yeah, both are pretty happy with that, and yeah, started again. And you're free to eat your food as well. As,
Sounds
fa-
like a good idea.
as far as schedules go, they're supposed to be they're supposed to go to the palace afterwards, and to wait there until you're being called by one of the heralds there.
All right. Well, I think I might, before after dinner, I might want to spend a little bit of time with my sister and my mother before venturing out. After all, it is considered a dangerous trial, right?
Yes,
Need to, have some more quality family time during dinner and a little bit after that. Don't want to keep the people, the heralds, waiting, but I feel like after this trial, I'm gonna have less and less time for my family.
that's completely fair. You spend more time with your family, but eventually your mom comes and says, "You yeah, it's time to leave. They will both your mom and your sister will accompany you to the palace, and since your mom works there, and well, your sister to cheer you on.
Oh, that's so nice of them. I just smile at them. As a thing for detail though, does my mother also have spider legs?
No, she doesn't.
Do I have spider legs?
No,
I see.
it's just from your, it's from your father's side.
Right then. All right then. She was truly blessed with the better genes after all. I was blessed with the better sex.
Indeed. And yeah, you go to the palace. Your mom and your sister excuse themselves as they're being called ahead. The mother to perform your duties, and well, your sister to get into a position to watch.
All right, I'll do as I was instructed, and gonna wait for the heralds.
Yeah, wait, there you go.
God damn, I was about to do that. I was so proud of myself.
Uh,
Finally figured out how to do it.
oof.
God.
Well, as you wait, one of the chieftain's advisors, Android, approaches you,
Say that
and
again, please.
one of the chieftain's advisors, Android, is approaching you.
Ah, I see. I see. I will. I'll be. I'll be patiently waiting for him to arrive.
It's a she, and she comes at you. You must be the young warrior being tested today.
Indeed, I am the one who has the honors of experiencing this today.
Say, I will be one of the people watching over your trial. But what do you think it means to be a warrior on a personal level? Don't give me the textbook. I know the textbook.
My definition of what I see as a warrior, and I just ponder in my mind for a little bit. Being a warrior is doing what needs to happen to see another day and protecting those that you care about, and being, well, capable enough and willing enough to do what needs to happen to protect those you care about.
Say,
Like,
well, what do you think uh, would happen if you have to fight, but certain death awaits you, but your sacrifice would enable others to live, or at least a chance to live?
just gonna ponder for a little bit longer. Is this a scenario where I am definitely like dead, or is it just
Well, there's of course no certainty in life, but for the sake of the argument, assume you would certainly die.
I think that it is more than worth attempting to save a couple more people that you care about, even if it puts yourself at the risk. Although things need to be considered, but in the vast majority of cases, I'd say that it's better to go down with a fight trying to save more people.
She nods, and as that sounds promising. That sounds very promising.
You see my pondering face turning into like more of a small smile I'm trying to hide.
You know what makes you different from like the normal soldiers, and the same applies to your fellow warrior trainees. You know, you and the other warriors, they have a specific duty, and have to face the harsher things in life. And you know, as she like says this, she summons up what, like, you know, like a certain figure. Like first you can't make it out, but soon like her magic condenses into like figures. Like, yeah, you know, you see like a you know like an you know, you're not so sure how you can tell, but it seems like some evil radiating from a person, and you know, she summons another, and you see. Give me a second. My list has grown quite large.
Oof.
I'm sorry, but I just added like a lot of things over time.
It's fine. It's fine.
You see like this, like a there we go, like a foreign warrior. You're not familiar with like his getup, but you see like his you know, bulky form, and you know, rather streamlined you know, like armor and weaponry.
Is he the one that's exuding malice?
No, there was like a different one. You always need to be prepared to face dangerous enemies. And I'm glad to hear that at least you got the basics down. You know, so many times when faced with the possibility of dying, the young ones don't really consider themselves to be the ones that could themselves be dying. And even though you'd think they would have a clear answer going through all the training, but they don't. It was a pleasure to speak with you. And you know, she like walks off.
And I think to myself it was also a pleasure to speak with you and be enlightened with that knowledge.
Indeed. You know, and after a bit, you you get to you get to be called by one of the heralds, like one of the like it's not like a normal soldier, and says that your presence is requested in the throne room.
That truly, that summon quite honors me, I say, as I turn my gaze over towards the throne room.
Yeah, I presume you walk in.
Indeed, unless they specifically want to join me.
Hmm. No, they're good. Down there, looking from the door, you see like more soldiers inside.
Right, I'll go in. Do the soldiers look like the mystical soldier I saw just now?
Yeah, they look like the same type of soldier, like the same uniform, like they exactly like the like the usual army getup, I suppose.
Okay, so they're clearly with the tribe. All right then, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
You walk in, and as soon as the chieftain spots you, uh, and he walks down a bit of his on his from his on his throne and says, "Welcome in my hall. Are
I
you
will
ready,
bow.
warrior?"
I'll bow to him and say, "Yes, I am. I'm ready for this onerous occasion."
I, Chieftain Hyde, have decided to uh, to have you fight in the caverns below the palace, where we have prepared two chambers, two trials, where you have to fight and prove your worth. There will be, there will be, there will be danger, and there will be death waiting for you, and things you would not expect as well, but those are secret.
Just gonna carefully listen to his words and keep my mouth shut.
And he like inhales and shouts, "Open the pit!" And like a few soldiers hurry up and start opening a pit, like some sort of layer on the floor, and you see like a pit below, like some sort of cavern, and and he says, well, do not fear, do not fear too much. If you fail, my loyal shaman Vicioslav will bring you back. Uh, it will hurt, but that's the price a warrior has to pay.
I just think to myself, I'd rather have the glory in death.
Okay, and he looks at the people to his left, to you, to the left, and to the right, and says, "Tamia, Taylor, escort him to the pit." Oh yeah, by the way, the right one is indeed your mom,
Oh, okay. So, what name did they call my mum then?
Taylor.
Okay, that's a non-bitchy one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine then.
Hey.
Although I'm a real, if Tommy looked like that, my opinion of it would be different.
I will escort you, and your mother leans in and says, "Don't worry, I will help you from up here as good as I can."
I appreciate that, and I will do my best to make you proud.
Gives you a smile, and well, once you're like at the edge of the pit, your like a rope extends down. Do you want to be kicked down? I can arrange that.
No, I'll climb down the rope.
You climb down the rope and arrive in a large cave.
Cave to be very large.
Indeed. Um, well, as you know, as soon as you let go of the rope, the rope is being pulled upwards, and well, like a giant of a man approaches you, and shouts something that sounds vaguely like human, like it sounds a human could make, but also with a note of bestiality. It's not of any language you know of.
Does he look very hostile?
Yes.
What kind of like did I get any weapons with me down here?
Yep, you would have your weapons with you. Um, like swords, weapons like swords, bows, crossbows, spears, whatever you want.
All right, all right. Well, I think he's obviously noticed me, right?
Yeah, and he is approaching you, ready to fight. He himself is wearing has like a club in his hand, which is about as big as you, and will probably hurt if he hits you.
I'm gonna carefully look around and see if there's any ledges I could go up to that put me out of reach of him.
Well, there are ledges, but none of them seem as a place he wouldn't reach. You probably can't get around a fight. Up and personal fight, I mean.
That's fair then. Hmm. All right. In that case, I'm going to look to get. I'm gonna get onto the highest point that I can see, and I'm gonna start pelting him with arrows.
Well, okay. You pelt him with arrows, and you hear him scream angrily, and he charges at you, and you of course try to evade, but eventually you're being smashed, and things fade to black. You hear Matt cackle, and suddenly your smashed body feels whole again. You see the giant still there, being restrained by something that looks like thunder. But as soon as you get up again, the restraints loosen, and the giant is ready again.
Do I in character like know if is there a thing called magic in this?
There's magic, you saw it earlier, but you don't possess it.
All right, all right.
And you hear like a shout from above, which obviously sounds like your mom, and says, "Keep fighting."
In that case, I shall do so, but I specifically want. Did any of the wounds I inflicted on him still stick around from last time?
Yep, his wounds are still there.
I'm gonna fucking try to destroy them eyes or fuck up them eyes then.
All right.
Looks like he doesn't need them if he's that big and clunky.
You both like your primary weapon, right? Like something
Yes.
you were trying with. Yeah. Then in that case, well, like after a few shots, you manage to uh, pelt his eyes, and a few of the ones that didn't hit his eyes hit his head. And well, you see him struggle, and in his anger, he starts swinging his club around, uh, and hits like one of the like I guess like walls of the of this cave, and a rock loosens and falls down, squashes your leg, and you see like the like thunder restraining him again, and your leg is being restored. It hurt like a bitch, but yes, and as soon as you get up again, the restraints on the giant loosen. He is still blinded and angry, and of course the wounds from before still are on him.
I think to myself, pain is nothing compared to the humiliation of failing this. And I just I try to like back up slightly before I start shooting him again. And anytime he gets like he charges towards me, I'll try to dart back a little bit. And this time I'll go for his knees. Eventually I'll get this bloody bastard.
Indeed. Well, he charges at you, and you man, you essentially start more or less dancing around him, as you're like a bit more light-footed than him, and he's completely blinded, and manage to cut his knees, and pelt him with a few more arrows, I suppose too, and yeah, you hear more angry screaming, but eventually he gets you again and hits you, and you are slammed into a wall, and everything turns into pain. Uh, and you fade to black for a second, but soon enough you open your eyes again and see him being restrained. And as you get up, his restraints are loosened, and he charges at you with unnatural precision. It's almost like he can smell you.
Hmm. I think this time I'll try to get close and take out my fucking sword and try to fucking climb this big ugly bastard. Surely he's not gonna hit himself with his club. Is he wearing any clothing, or is he just butt naked?
He is butt naked, except for some loincloth.
I'll do my best to try to like cling to the loincloth so he doesn't really feel me that much.
Alright. It takes you a bit, but you manage to climb up, and he like flails around and tries to throw you off, and but eventually you get up, and yeah, you have free access to well, his upper part.
I presume I'm not yet up to like his neck, right?
Well, you could reach it.
If that's the case, I'd like to jab my sword slash his throat. And as I like, as soon as if the actual sword connects, I'll start holding the sword with both hands and clinging onto that as well to put on some extra fucking weight.
Yes, you do that, and well, it cuts. You're not quite beheading him, but it's close, and the giant finally falls as you jump off to not get crushed. And yeah, you manage to defeat him. This is the first chamber. You manage to destroy your enemy.
I'd like to take a look if there's anything else in this chamber that I might have missed.
Wow, there's a lot of rocks here, and uh, and a few like a blood splatter, some rusted weapons, but nothing else of note. But as you search, a voice comes from above. It's your chieftain Hyde. He says, "Congratulations, warrior. You managed to clear the first chamber. It's time for the next one." And Like the air on like one of the wall, like near one of the walls, starts shimmering, and a door appears. Um, it seems you are meant to move on to the next chamber.
So move on I shall, but before I do so, that club of his, I can't lift it, right?
No, you can't.
Then I'll simply move on. It's time to continue this honor's occasion.
Oof, I mean, you can take his loincloth.
I mean, it'd probably make a decent shield, all things considered.
Yeah, the only downside is that it smells.
Well, that might actually be good. It might hide my smell.
Indeed.
So I'll take that along with me.
Very good. Alright, give me a sec while I arrange some things.
Cool, cool.
Alright. You enter the next chamber. And well, you see. First thing you see is a giant, woman-like figure made out of stone. You only see the back of her, and yeah, as you like look around in the chamber, you see in the corner some spider girls, and one of them looks like your sister.
This rock, how tall is it compared to like the actual room?
It's as big as the giant last time.
But the cave is
And
still quite.
yeah, the cave is still like big, super big. But yeah, the spiders, like spider girls, shriek, seemingly in fear. And yeah, your sister even seems to cry.
Does
And
the sorry?
sorry, go on.
Does the rock monster have its eyes on me or them or?
No, it has its back turned.
I think I'm gonna if I can see them, I'm gonna try to signal to them to stay quiet, and I'm gonna sneak over to them.
Well,
Unless if the fucking rock notices, I'm probably gonna charge at them.
okay. You sneak towards the spider girls, and yeah, at some point you have a trip on a rock, and the figure turns around towards you, and the face seems awfully familiar. It also appears to be crying, and she says the words, am I helping?" And you recognize the voice. It's your mom's voice.
Wait, the rock monster sounds like my mother.
Yeah, and the face also looks like your mother.
Uh, how close am I currently to the spider girls?
Oh, you got pretty close. And says, the spider girl says, "Something's wrong with mom." I, don't- I tried to talk to her, but she just tried to kill us. And you hear a voice from above. It's Chieftain Hyde again, and says, "Warrior, your next test won't be so easy. If you have to fight the monster, or the monster will squash those beautiful spider girls." And you hear like some cackling laughter again.
I'll look at the spider girls and especially at my kid sister and tell her I'll make sure this is all right. Don't worry. But please, all three of you should climb the sides of the cave and try to get up as high as you can. I'll do my best to solve the issue. Don't come down until it's resolved.
Like your sister shouts, we try to, but the magic, it's keeping us down, and you see like more crying.
Fucking setup, Redover. What the hell? Come on.
Chess is not so easy.
I'll throw the loincloth at them. Try to hide. There's something that might help you. Just stay back. I got this. I'm doing this for you. And I look over to my kid sister, and then look at back at the giant rock monster.
And you know, where actually are you? I throwing the loincloth at the
I'm
sis
like,
at the sister or the or the rock.
the sister.
Oh, okay. She like catches it and makes a disgusted face.
And anything to keep safe.
All right, and yeah, your mom begins to advance, and she keeps asking over and over, "Am I helping? Am I helping?" And you feel like heat radiating from her as she gets closer. And
I'll
yeah,
I'll turn her and I'll look at her and say, you need to try to calm down your worrying sister.
sh-
You're radiating a lot of heat currently.
um, yeah. Well, she starts swinging uh, at you, and you know, continue walk, uh, and yeah, even like you know, even though you're fairly certain that she's meaning to hit you, she's also trying to, you know, get closer to the spiders.
If she's actually getting closer to the spiders at this point, I think at that point I'm just going to you know get somewhere in between them and start. She's made of. She looks like a rock creature, right?
Yes.
Did I have any weapons that aren't just like sharp? Did I have like maybe like a decent hammer or something akin to that?
Yeah, you have.
And I'll start to take out a hammer and approach her, trying to distract her away from the spider girls.
No, okay, you try to distract her. You know, you try and try, but she seems determined to get to the spiders. And you also get a couple of times hit by a hot rock, leaving some nasty burn marks.
In that case, there doesn't seem to be any other option. I'll simply have to get close enough and try to immobilize her. I'm not, whatever I do, I'm not gonna let her get to the spider girls alive.
Yeah, you like to start hammering at her, and you know, like it's like a slow process. Uh, it not only hurts you like you know, in the soul, it also hurts you physically, due to like how hot she is and well, how tough it is. But yeah, even then, you manage to like you know knock pieces off, but she still continues and keeps asking, "Am I helping? Am I helping?"
And I'll shout at her, no, you need to stop what you're doing right now. Stop it.
She doesn't appear to like be able to hear you. She just keeps repeating the same thing and tries to crawl closer. Even as you like knock off one of her legs, she still keeps crawling closer to the spiders. As you know, they try to evade, like you know, they try to keep their distance, but this monster doesn't seem to be dissuaded.
If that's the case, there's no option but to try to kill this monster. Then, if it's so determined to get to the spider girls and are that terrified and are clearly willing to hurt both me and them, more importantly, this thing shoots it shoots rocks, right? Did I hear that correctly?
No, it doesn't shoot rocks. It's wings, and it's hot.
Ah, okay, okay.
Like it's just like burning people that it hits, and also a lot of force due to how heavy it is and how strong it is.
If she like hits me with any like parts that like just smaller chunks that I could use, I'll use that to smash it into her and see if it does anything. But hmm, I,
Yeah,
I think
you like to like take the leg you have taken earlier, and it shattered as you like took it off, so you can use it as like a sharp thing and ram it into her, and
I'll try to go for like what a heart would be on a human.
all right, you ram it into her chest, and you finally like the heat starts subsiding, and the questions they stop, and also the tears begin to dry up. But there's nothing in that face now but emptiness. And you hear a voice from above. It says, "Well done, warrior. You have fulfilled your purpose." And you see someone like floating down. It appears it's Hyde, your chieftain. But as he comes closer, he morphs and turns into a familiar figure, and and says, "Puny human, you've done well. You have shown that you're willing to fight for others and willing to fulfill your duties. This was an important step to squash the weakness that the others have." And you feel like your mind, like some door in your mind opens, and new understanding floods into you. Not just uh, not just about the lessons you've learned today, but also the uh, the, the 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 knowledge of how the world works. You're you're better able to understand how to impose your will in a general sense. And yes, you wake up again in your nice little cozy bed on Ceres.
Do I remember the events?
Yes, you do.
Just gonna look around and look for my sister, and if I don't see her, I'll cry.
Wow, you don't see your sister. You don't see your sister, but as you like look around and glance upon the mirror, you see yourself, but also someone behind you. It appears to be a spider, like a spider girl, to be exact.
Does she?
You
What's their
you,
expression?
you, you
Sorry.
you can't make out any expressions. It's a bit hazy, but it's definitely a spider girl, not unlike your sister.
What's the expression on her face?
Well, you can't make, as I said, you can't make out any expressions, but you just can tell the shape. But as you look at the spy, we try to look where this spider shaped shape is. You see nothing.
I'll keep glancing at the mirror and extend my hand to like the mirror and try to reach in.
Well, you reach in, but you are stopped by the glass, and after a few minutes, the spider also fades.
I feel like a certain amount of overwhelming joy and pride, but also sadness.
As it should be. And you hear a whisper. First it starts out as Morbo's voice, but then it turns into some softer whisper. The sister, such as the one that your sister used, and says, "Puny human, I will be coming to greet you soon." And that's the session. You are free to raise your arete.
Alright, that's pretty blessed.
Okay.
So close to actually being a useful mage.
Okay. So, in character and out of character thoughts.
Well, I've never had a seeking before, so out of character, this was quite a surprise and exactly like I was expecting it to be without there being any roles, and honestly, really fun. In character, I really fucking miss that sister. That was but also just in character, I feel a lot of joy and like hope, and also a bit of some like fear by the fact that something's coming for me, but it should all be fine. It should all be fine. But most importantly, I feel more reinforced by in my nature of being a soldier.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Out of character, I'm also very curious what's going to happen with that spider girl right there. That's something very interesting.
Well, it's just the same thing we talked about earlier.
Ah, I'm blessed. Very blessed and
Your,
extremely blessed.
your avatars were, reshaping itself.
It went from a crazy green alien that calls me puny human to an adorable spider girl. This is blessed. Adorable.
So, yeah. If you look into the avatar folder, you'll see. I already changed the picture.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's even better because she's only got 3 legs, so it kind of removes my arachnophobia. It's nice. Good job. I
Okay.
also liked how my seeking seemed to be a lot different from the others. Where I've only watched, I think it was Emperors, but his was a lot more like modern, and mine was more tribal, and I like that. It was nice.
Thank you. Like, I try to make to vary it a bit, like how I do each seeking, because I think like each seeking should be like an experience on its own.
Indeed, I'm inclined to agree with you on that one.
Anyways, I think I will stop the stream now. Bye bots.
Wait, which bots did you have? There's a couple that I always get.
There's Lurks and Thicker.
Lurks I've had before, and